we're here. I am Bree.
I'm Becca.
I'm Journey. I'm Salma.
Wait, our name is JBS Squared.
Yeah.
Yeah, JBS Squared.
We're back for week
For
four of the number talks.
okay, so we chose these three teaching practices. The first one is facilitate meaningful mathematical disclosure. Okay, discourse. Why did I get disclosure?
I said that too.
What the hell? Discourse. And then the first question we're answering about that one is, should I read all of them first and then see how we get into them?
No, I think
individual.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question about that is, what do these look like when teachers use them? If anybody needs to read, you want to read it out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, we can read the definition on that. You want me?
Go ahead.
Nobody wanted. Effective teaching of mathematics facilitates disclosure. Oh my god, I can't. Discourse among students to build shared understanding of mathematical ideas by analyzing and comparing students' approaches and arguments. So I think, the question is, what do these look like when teachers use them? Basically, I'm gonna just give Dr. King as an example because that's what we have right now. Because I've never seen anybody else do a number talk. That's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
I think she just takes what we, our reasoning and our explanation of how we did it. Well, first she asks us what we did, what we thought, and then she asks us why we thought that or how we got there in the first place, and then either if we thought about it as a drawing or the numbers or standard algorithm. That's what I thought. That's what I think that is.
Mm.
Or what it looks like when teachers do it. I think it's
Also,
guiding questions.
The comparing student approaches and arguments. Teachers do that all the time when they and Dr. King, when we're doing it in number talks, she literally writes everybody's way of thinking and then compares it.
In a positive way.
Yeah.
Because I've seen.
I think what I've seen in my pre-prac was that it's not so much number talk, I guess, not that formal, but it's more turn talks, whole group discussions of basically the same thing. And then during math, they would all get the same problem, and then they would be in partners, one with the whiteboard, and then they would do their problem out, and then the teacher would go around seeing which one did a good job, and then had them go up in front of class and explain their thinking, and then kids could fix their answers or whatever.
Yeah, what's the one that is to prove themselves? Which one is it? Support? No. Which one am I thinking of? No, I'm trying to I got that more the video we saw today, have the students prove themselves, but I don't know which one that goes into exactly. Just because I missed out a little bit, so I don't know which one it is exactly. But I just know that one of them says kind of.
Oh, I think you're talking about implement tasks that promote reasoning and problem solving.
Yeah, I think that let the students prove themselves. That's kind of a weird word to use, but that's the best word. Explain the reasoning and thought on why they got there, how they got there, even if it's right or wrong. They can, for the word problem, they can send in class actually.
I agree with you. That video showed the students how to use mathematics, and when just explaining to the peers, okay, this is how I got this answer, and this is why the answer is not that. It promotes that student thinking.
Okay. The second question on that, I think we're just gonna get into them as we go. I feel like that's easier because then we can point out which one gets to where, I guess. How does each practice help students make sense of mathematics? I gotta read the back.
I feel a lot of this stuff is kind of repetitive in terms of how it helps students. You're letting kids do their thinking kind of how they want and how it makes sense to them, and validating that when they go to share out, and you're not oh, that's wrong.
Bashing them.
Yeah, and asking questions instead of just telling them if it's right or wrong. I think that just validates their thinking and helps them learn more, because it's not an aggressive environment.
It builds confidence. I think
Yeah.
because I feel like most people do not like math just because there's one right answer. Unlike English, you can write nonsense,
Yeah.
like just to like get the right answer, get points. But math is just like either this or you're not gonna get it. So I think
Yeah.
it builds confidence of having them do it their way, and then later on when it's time for math, like then they can get the correct answer.
Yeah, and even if they're not like correct, they can still like vocalize their thinking.
Mhm.
So I think that helps with their confidence because like they won't be scared to not share out with the risk of being wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Also, creating a safe environment is really important. Like, even in that video, that little boy was like, this is why it's not 1/2, because the shapes are in different sides. And
Mhm.
though that is wrong, like, we're hearing his thinking.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
next, sorry.
Oh.
Do you have something else?
I don't know if this will make sense, but I feel like in our math classes, like I know they're different because we're like learning how to teach math, but like you kind of have to use like certain language. Like I feel like in Jaheen's class, she would be like, "What's the definition?" We have to say the definition
Yeah.
to explain like how it works. And I think letting kids explain in their own words also helps with their own learning. Cause I definitely
I'm not vocab. I was gonna say the vocab for math is like out there, and I wouldn't know how to use that as a little kid either. I had like, not that I had a hard time, but it was just like the yes or no, like it was either right or not. So that was something that
yeah.
I need that confidence that we can give them to them now.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna go?
Yeah, the next question was, when have you experienced teachers not using these practices?
No, that's the last one. You have. Oh wait,
Well, we talked about that.
never.
Yeah, I think what was she saying in class today about like front loading information? That's a way that
Yeah, that's the only way I learned to.
yeah, that you wouldn't be able to like use any of these practices like posing purposeful questions. You're not gonna be able to do that if you're just giving them information and expecting them to remember it.
I think my high school teacher did try that, but that did not work for us. Like,
No.
I mean, for some students, I already understood it, but he would give us information and he'll ask us a question and be like, "Do you know?"
No.
No, we don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. For the purpose, I think just having one of them is not useful. You kind of need all of them to play into to be able to get the children to understand. Or even like me now, you can't just give me information, but like, do you understand? Not really. I need to try it.
Yeah, and it's being interactive.
And that was high school, so imagine you.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
Yeah.
all my math teachers that I've had.
Or teachers
Actually,
not
never
giving
did that.
enough time to like struggle.
Yeah.
Like giving us the answers right away.
I think I was given a lot more time, too much time to struggle.
I think it was interesting how in class today she was saying like the guided approach is not always the best approach, like to
Yeah, that's the
model
first time I've heard that.
and then like release. And I guess that's true like for certain like topics, like some things you can't, like some things you have to teach, like multiplication and that like fast chart where you flip over and do it in a minute. Like you do
I
have to
hated
teach
doing this.
multiplication as like multiple groups of and stuff like that. So you can't always do the guided approach. And yeah. Yep, you have to support productive struggle, pose purposeful questions, and then what was the other one we said?
What other was? I don't know.
Yeah, use and connect mathematical representations, like those are all good.
Oh, that's like the one damn, I forgot which one is which.
Or the
Like teaching for
picture
some-
it.
Oh,
Like I
Wait.
forgot what
I don't know.
picture draw it. That's a different one. No, I think it's that. I think it's for
you're like talking about teaching through mathematics?
Yeah, I think that's like that's that one. I think, but we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, they're probably all.
Cause I just learned it today, so like I mean, I think, cause it says effective teaching of mathematics engages students in making connections among mathematical representations to deepen understanding. Yeah, I think that's like teaching through it, right?
Yeah.
Like a word problem, like you use like real life situations to be able to do the math.
Yeah, like connected
Right?
to things that they're interested in.
I think that's. See, all of this playing into each other. That's why I think if you use one, like I feel like it wouldn't be as effective as just using all of them together.
Yeah.
For sure, and they show up in like basically all of your math lessons. Like if you're teaching a math lesson properly, it should like
Naturally,
all
right.
grades should be showing up. 'Cause
Like properly.
Again, yeah, they go into each other, so.
The only thing I have on this, what is it called? Thought? I don't know the word I'm going for. I just feel like the wording on this is kind of difficult to understand.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with the questions, but I was just thinking that. Like the wording on this, that's why I keep going back to read it, because I don't, like, I might need, like, a
the wording
simplified-
is like more complicated than the like.
actual thing.
Yeah, like the idea.
Definitely, I think so too. I'm like literally looking for
I keep
certain
reading it back.
words. Like when I see like compare, I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that.
On an end note, like math, like in America builds off of previous content. So if you have like kids like coming from different like schools, especially from out of the country where they're not familiar with that same content, that's where these things are kind of important, because you're teaching them how to think differently. Like when we're doing number talks, things like that. And yeah. Anyone wanna add